Donny van de Beek has made just 28 starts for Manchester United since signing from Ajax for £35 million in September 2020. That means the club have paid £1.25 million for every start the midfielder has made, without factoring in his wages. There has been a catalogue of transfer mistakes committed at Old Trafford, but Van de Beek's name must be included in that book. Van de Beek's first season, in which he struggled to break into the first team, was disappointing, but it wasn't an anomaly. He's actually made fewer starts in every campaign since, and the last chapter on his time at United has surely been written. Once considered among the most exciting midfield talents in Europe, Van de Beek is now 26 years old and aware that his career has not developed as most predicted following Ajax's memorable run in the 2018-19 Champions League. Van de Beek is understood to be likable, popular among his teammates and staff at Carrington, but he's simply not been good enough on the pitch to establish himself in the side, and it seems that he needs a move away to resurrect his career. There have been 4 different managers: Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Michael Carrick, Ralf Rangnick and Erik ten Hag, to preside over the player during his 3-year stint, and they've all reached the same conclusion about him. Ten Hag had an excellent relationship with Van de Beek at Ajax, and the pair enjoyed success together at the Amsterdam Arena. But the midfielder's situation has not improved as hoped following the manager's arrival. Although Van de Beek was challenged to step up by Ten Hag, who said he needed to fight for his place in November, he sustained a season-ending knee injury in January, which prevented him from trying to change opinions. Van de Beek has completed his rehabilitation, and he was back training on grass ahead of the FA Cup final. He finished the season having played fewer than 300 minutes, and in the appearances that he did make, he was ineffective. The player made just 4 starts this season, and his start against Aston Villa in November should have been his last. Van de Beek started as the number 10 in the 3-1 defeat at Villa Park, and he was unsurprisingly hooked after the hour mark. Van de Beek managed just 11 touches in the first half that afternoon. He was anonymous, and he's drifted into the background in the months since, with even the most optimistic United supporters beginning to think that he won't come good. There is obviously a talented player in Van de Beek, but it seems to be a case of the wrong club and the wrong league. He's been unable to reproduce his performances from the Eredivisie, and there's no shame in admitting it's not worked out. The Dutchman wanted to test himself at one of the biggest clubs in the world and in the Premier League, and he can at least be content knowing that he left his comfort zone at Ajax in pursuit of something different. Van de Beek's best years are still ahead of him, and after recovering from injury, he'll be hopeful of breathing new life into his career. It seems wise for him to search for a fresh start, and it's thought the style of European football would suit him better. Despite his transfer having not gone to plan, there has been interest from Europe in Van de Beek throughout his time at United, and he snubbed moves to Italy, Spain and Germany to stay at Old Trafford after his underwhelming first season. He wanted to fight for his future, but there is no point in fighting for a lost cause, which it genuinely seems like now. The writing is on the wall, and a permanent departure is the best option in the summer transfer window. Some have argued Van de Beek has not been given a fair chance, but he's been unable to earn meaningful opportunities, in truth. The transfer has unfortunately failed, and it's in the player's best interest to find a new club.
Now